And welcome back. Thursday morning. All the military top brasses in the NATO countries, they're talking about reintroducing the draft. We must go to war with Russia. And General Masillo, which is the head of all the Italian armed forces here in Italy, February of this year, done a very interesting discussion. We must prepare for war. Probably he's emphasising where we must learn how to be able to fight a war. Probably with them in the modern ways, because he stated most of the attacks will come from the air. Planes, drones, missiles, basically. This is modern warfare today. And the fact is, it's been talking about dwindling recruits. This is the same thing in any NATO country, the military forces. This is all consequences of the end of the World War, Cold War thing, dividend fee. People cut back, and they kept a minimum crew on duty just in case. But when you have to prepare for war, you're going to have to call up a hell of people and put the economy of that nation into a war economy, basically. And the fact is, they start talking about the draft, compulsory military services in various nations between 18 and 26. And when everyone's talking about we must get ready for war, we must fight Russia, most of NATO, and until now, they've been saying it. And at this moment now, we're talking about giving nuclear weapons to Kiev, which is an insanity. And the fact is, NATO is not like the 1980s. They have practically rusted it into pieces. Because obviously other countries like Russia, China and Iran, they have different models of defence for military and stuff like that. NATO's all based on having bases here and there. When you have to actually mobilise God knows what's these bases have any use in modern day warfare? The day of nuclear weapons, the day of EPMs, drones, cyber attacks, chemical warfare, biological warfare. Those are the things which the West is not ready. If they have to go to war with Russia or China, it's just signing a suicide note or signing a death sentence, basically. And having these politicians and these NATO talking heads, we must go to war, we must attack Russia before they do something. The fact is, if a war breaks out, in every country, you're going to call every Tom, Dick and Harry. Because they are in this shit up to their neck. And they don't know how the fuck they're going to get out of it. And the fact is, with Trump, he's saying, oh yes, I'll make peace in Ukraine, and then goes to Europe. That will be your hot potato deal with referring about Ukraine. That means the European nations will have to deal with this so-called domestic issue with the Russians in Europe. But mind you, America in the past and NATO have created wars around the world and killing many millions of people They're not defenders of democracy or stuff like that. You think the Romans were worse? These people are more than worse, more incompetent, more insane. They have no mercy for no one. And it's only wise push forward the peace efforts. Who has lost cannot have a leverage on the negotiating table, because NATO always put their spanners in the works, because this could be over 2 years ago, this arky-balak in Ukraine. Then you've got things popping off in the Middle East. If these insane people, politicians and military people continue push, we must attack Russia, we must get ready for war, it's like you are looking for it, you're looking for war. It's one of their obsessions. They must do it, otherwise they seem have no purpose in life to exist.